Hello again, everybody. Welcome back in. So here it is, the United Front. You and the global server finally gets to take a crack at this. I tried it when it was in the Forerunners server almost 3 months ago. Beginning of March is when they allow us to try this in the Forerunners server. And in that server, it was engaging. Players were actually coming in here trying to get the best score possible. Now, here in the first day, there is no special effects here with the challenge tag. That's probably because they're just trying to make sure that you get to know it and how it runs. The subsequent days here that are coming up, now you're going to start seeing the special tags and you're going to have to adjust for that. Now, from you, what you can probably have seen is that the suggestion is a lot of AoE damage. Yes, that does apply, and there's definitely some heroes here that can do that. I know that there's some compositions that have used the marksman, so that is one that you can try doing, like Rasak and Nyx and Kai, just little things like that. But these are the favorites. I know that I'm seeing, at least here from the lineups, Emirate, he slows things down. I like to bring in at least one CC unit just to slow things down, allow my fighter to kind of get things out of the way. So you can you've already seen that you take one side and then you start lining things up to make sure that you can contend with the waves here. So I'm gonna do my first round here in the global server. I don't know who I'm gonna get matched up against. We'll see. But essentially what I'm gonna try to do is have a fighter come down here and try to snipe this off. I'm gonna look to see what that other person also decides to bring in. But you can kind of get you're gonna get a general idea as to who will be. So let me recruit and see who pops in and joins me. In the meantime, when the special tag comes into play, there are going to be some situations where you're going to probably want to steer away from magic and go to normal damage or piercing damage, because one of the modifiers is going to be increased magic resistance or something like that. So it just allows the waves to go past your tank a little bit quicker. Okay, so I can see here that he already has Ingrid, he has Talon, Dao-chan, he's bringing Emirate to slow things down, so it's kind of the idea there. So what I'm gonna do, because he already has Ingrid, he's gonna be able to wipe the other stuff off. So I'm going to not that. Let me see here. Who else can we bring in just to make sure that we can complement this? No. Well, she could have a fun play in that. I don't think. You know what? Let's do this because I do want to try it. So there we go. Let's even bring more CC. There's no reason for me to bring Ingrid anymore. All right, so here we go. Let's start coordinating this. Let's have Ardea do her thing, and I'm gonna try to slow things down as well. Now, this guys can snipe platform units off, which is one of the downsides to this, but we're gonna definitely try to see if we can get Ardea some time. Perfect. All right. Let me put Procure down. Okay, so she did get sniped off. All right, it's okay. We're gonna slow things down a little bit here. Okay, so when I get a chance here, I am going to bring in Carnelian. My hope is that she can apply the Soul Essence here. And let's freeze. Okay, so the shamans are doing damage. They did modify it a little bit, this particular part. So the waves are doing a little bit more damage. So there he goes. Yeah, he's definitely using Ingrid here for that purpose. Let me see if I can get Hopefully we can protect this emirate. Okay, I'm gonna bring her back in. Let's freeze him down. There we go. Okay, so we have some of these units are not really responding to CC, it looks like. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to transition. Okay, perfect. Let's go on to the next. Gotta make sure that his Ingrid snipes things off. Okay, so it looks like he lost Ingrid. All right, he did. So he has to adjust. I lost Beelzebub. So we are definitely going through cores here. I don't know why he put regulars down there. I think I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work. All right, let me see here. So they did adjust it from the Forerunners run. I think what I might do, she's gonna get sniped off though. That's my only concern. We gotta try it until Beelzebub is ready. So at least his Emirate's gonna have a 1 extra life now. Okay, here we go. See if we can get some power up here. Again, let's see there. Okay, so Ingrid is back. Okay, so we did have the destroyers get close enough. Okay, this guy's hit platforms. So I think I might lose Mary. Well, at least we're slowing them down. Okay, here we go. Come on, Brooker. I know you can handle it. You can handle it. All right, let's boost. And then let's make sure that we help him. So I'm trying to make sure that I give him Ingrid enough time to take these things down. Okay, there you go. I kind of expected that, so it's not a big deal. Now, my question is, do I bring her back in this quickly? See if I can. I always forget. Okay, let's yeah, I brought her in too quickly. That's my fault. That's my fault. Okay, they're gonna make the turn. We should have the turn. See, the problem here is that we're losing time now. So this allows for the waves to congregate, and I don't want that. So yeah, so they lose block. All right, that's fine. Okay, let me activate this. If I bring Mary, she might die actually. I think Beelzebub has it. Come on. Oh, they're splitting. They're splitting. Okay, just do as much damage as you can for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her in. now. Okay, come on, come on. I gotta look. I don't know about his Ingrid. I don't think his Ingrid is slapping as hard as it should. All right, let me activate this. Slow things down. Okay, come on. Okay, we ran out of time. So it wasn't the best run. As you can see, we didn't do a whole lot of damage. I saw scores go up into, 1 million or 1 billion. So this is 278 million. Yeah, that's not good enough. So one of the things though is I wish I knew how he had that build, but it didn't look like she was doing a whole lot of damage. We could probably have brought a little bit more damage if from the platform. Maybe that would have helped a little bit. But that's kind of the first run. So that's exactly what you can really expect from the United Front in terms of what you need to do. Stage 5 was always the fun one because this is the one where we see, yeah, there we go, 1 billion. So they're definitely people getting it here in terms of what they can do. The modifiers will definitely change this, and there are some that are going to be able to hit higher scores than this. So yeah, so it looks like the end game players are definitely getting to know this, and they're doing it just as good as the Forerunner peeps were able to do. You can see Anora Emirate, yeah, so they went full cultist. That's one strategy that you could employ too. If I had my cultist geared, I could probably have done that, given that he had already Ingrid on that side, and he had Beelzebub as well. So that's definitely something, one way that you can go. So for me, this is a good enough experience, at least just to unlock him for the first day, and then I can come back tomorrow, run stage 5, and get the rewards that come with it. But that is essentially what the United Front is. It's just a co-op. Now, if I wanted to, I could go and actually recruit somebody and talk to them via Discord or using the game channel here, and actually strategize, what heroes are you bringing and which heroes am I going to bring, just to make sure that we at least have something laid out where we can then push the high scores. So for example, here in this one, maybe they already had it in mind as to what they were going to bring in, but they pretty much just said, we're going full cultist, and that's exactly what they did. They just teamed up and came up full cultist, and they made a run with the cultist. So that is definitely one possibility here for today, especially since there were no challenge tags. But it's a fun game mode. If I had more time, I would definitely keep plugging along here and trying to push the leaderboard. But it's open for 6 days. Maybe one day we'll come in and devote enough time for this. But it's a week. Enjoy it for what it is. I like this type of game modes, especially for tower defense setups. This is what I envision when it comes to some type of challenge that requires another member or two of the community to try to beat that, instead of, I'm sorry, I keep going back to this, instead of the current system that we have in terms of arena in this game, PvP, honors gauntlet, stuff like that. That is where they fall short. I think that this here is something that they can build on, especially now that you all get to experience it and get to give your feedback as to how you could possibly even tweak this to make it a little bit more engaging or provide just additional challenges. So, but this is the first day. No challenge tag. Once the challenge tags are applied, give it a whirl, and I hope that you all enjoy it. Thank you all very much for tuning in and watching. I will see you all in the next video.